This is Fantology.
You may have heard of us.
All right, welcome, Wheel of Time fans, to another Fantology episode. I am Steven, your host, and I have my lifelong friend, Jake, with me today. Jake, how's it going?
How's it going, guys?
And Jake, we have some special guests today. Do you want to introduce them?
Yeah, we do. We can start with Jenny, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Jenny. I have a YouTube channel called Lezbinerdy, which you can find by searching for Lezbinerdy on YouTube.
And we'll have like links to your guys' channels in the description as well. And then we got, I think half of the Black Tower podcast. How many of you are there again? 2 out of the 3?
Yep.
2 out of the 3?
So half. Yeah.
If you guys want to introduce yourselves.
Go ahead, Andrew.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go first. Hi, I'm Andrew. I'm the Bajan Mahale over on the Black Tower podcast.
And I'm Daniel. I am the Amin Khan Mahale over on the Black Tower podcast. And we do a mostly full spoilers podcast regularly on Tuesday nights that come out on Fridays, all about the Wheel of Time and topics that typically span the vast majority of the books.
So thanks, guys. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
If you haven't been able to tell yet, this is going to be a Wheel of Time episode. And specifically, we are trying to launch, yeah, indeed, it is Wheel of Time. Something that I'm sure is near and dear to your hearts. And this comes at a very exciting time as the show is only 17 days away at time of recording here on November 2nd. So we really could not be more excited. I was looking at my Google Photos feed today for something, and I scrolled back to like September of 2019, and I had saved a photo, like the original cast photo where they're all together cheesing. And so this is over 2 years ago, and it's finally here. And I'm assuming if you're watching, you're also very excited.
Yeah, it feels like it's too close. It's like, I'm so excited, but it also feels too close. It's so weird.
I feel like it's that we've been stuck in anticipation for so long that now that it actually feels like it's real, it's like, wait, no, but I don't know if I'm ready for it to be real yet. Like,
what it feels like to me, I use this metaphor in a conversation with somebody recently. It feels like, when you get an assignment at school and it's like, you have to do this in 3 months. And then somebody says, have you finished that assignment that's due next week? And your brain goes, no, it's 3 months. wait. Like your brain forgets.
But it's been 2 months and 3 weeks. Like,
your brain forgets about the passage of time. That's what it feels like. It's just like, time was moving and now it's here.
But it's a circle. That's the thing. Time is a circle. So
it seems like a lot of it, like within the last 2.5 weeks, has really come crashing home that this is really happening because it's like daily releases for stuff from the show, whether it's like Amazon Prime or IGN, and it's like, how do we keep up?
Yes,
it occurred to me,
especially because we were so starved for so much stuff, and not intentionally. I don't think that Amazon did anything where they were like, keep it away from them or anything, but it was just that it wasn't ready yet. It wasn't that it was ready to release. And so we were starved for content for, God, as you said, like a couple of years in so many ways. And so now that we're like getting things every day, it's like, no, please, too much popcorn.
It occurred to me yesterday that like in about 2 weeks, we're going to start seeing Rosamund Pike on talk shows. Yeah, that's gonna be insane.
Which makes my inner boy heart super happy because I've loved Rosamund Pike since she played Miranda Frost in Die Another Day.
It's gonna be great. And like, she's gonna be talking. It's not just gonna be Rosamund Pike. It's gonna be Rosamund Pike talking about Wheel of Time. She might talk about how she called in and talked to Matt. Like, she might talk about the Dusty Wheel on like Stephen Colbert. That might happen.
Right?
That is a thing that is a very real possibility.
Dude, if Rosamund Pike and Stephen Colbert are in the same room, I don't know if my heart can handle it.
Yeah. Well, they probably won't be in the same room because she'll be in Prague.
Yeah, probably.
Sorry, you brought us on to definitely do something specific.
Oh yeah, we have a task today.
No, this is what we wanted. This is what people really want to hear about.
Yeah, we brought you guys on seriously so people could see how cool friends we have. So this is awesome.
Mom, get the camera. My friends think I'm cool.
So clearly the fandom is hyped about this more than just us five. There is so much hype and so much budget being poured in by Amazon to create this hype. It's awesome. And I think it just gives the show like more and more of a chance of success, which is what we need to have happen, because we need to have this be a big budget thing. Like I personally need this. I think you guys kind of feel the same. It's like a personal win for me almost. And it seems to be trending really well.
Indeed.
If it would like validate 90% of who I am if Wheel of Time TV show becomes a big success. I feel like I could finally like see, look, world, I wasn't that weird. Everybody
liked that. I liked that in junior high.
Yeah.
I've been talking to coworkers about the podcast for like at least the last year and a half at the job I work now. And when the show finally comes out, I'm hoping there's some validation there. Like, yeah, we see why you talk about it all the time.
Yeah. So we are doing something related to the community. We are going to try to do, there's a lot of these things going on, but we thought, hey, this is kind of a fun idea. Let's give the community like an extra thing if they don't already have enough. So we are
Wheel of Time resources.
Exactly. More resources, more fun. And this is Wheel of Time bingo. So the idea is, as you watch the show, fill out a bingo card, and we are going to now create a bingo card ourselves. As an example of this is what it might look like, you can create your own. We'll be pushing this pretty hard in social media under hashtag #WattBingo. And the idea then is you watch the show and you try to get a bingo. You see how many of the things that you think might happen actually happen, and you mark off the squares. Everyone knows how to play bingo, right? Like this is an idea.
Can you explain it more?
Bingo?
Yeah, no, I think we're good here.
Bingo.
It's very important for in about 5 years whenever they throw me in a retirement home.
Yeah, we're really targeting the retirement community with this one.
I do also love how on the screen share, the B, the I, the N, the G, and the O are not like actually aligned with the columns. And I'm like, bruh, have you ever played bingo before? That's why it's called bingo. There are 5 of them.
Yeah.
Okay,
but at the same time.
That's actually
don't call out the host. That's a no.
We can make this adjustment for you.
Yes.
Consider this a prototype.
No, in this case, it doesn't matter because normally they have numbers that are like B5 and like B10 and whatever, and then like G whatever. But in this case, we are actually making the bingo card, and it's not going to be like B Moraine channels. Nard speaks. It's going to be like totally separate things that are just inherently within the square they are.
There is no spinner. No one is spinning this, but the Wheel of Time show is the metaphorical spinner, and we have to fill out the squares with what we think the show will spin.
I'm pretty sure the writer's room has a spinner. I'm pretty sure that's how they decide.
That's how they wrote it.
Yeah.
Right? I was also going to say that I'm pretty sure that Rafe is watching right now, and he's sitting there eating popcorn, being like, where are they going to put the things I put in the show?
I can see Sarah now like taking out the balls from the spinner to make sure nothing wacky makes it into.
I love it.
Oh, man.
All right, so we have compiled some...
out?
What?
We've compiled some community suggestions for what you guys think will be reasonable to put on a bingo card. We also have some of our own suggestions, so we'll be pulling from those things. We'll kind of have some some discussion rather, to figure out what we think makes a reasonable bingo card. We'll be filling it out here, then we'll share that out. We'll share out the blank bingo card, and then everyone will play along, and it will be a huge success. And the Wheel of Time TV Twitter account will, of course, retweet this and get everyone involved. That is the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
Now, is this for
the ultimate
is this
goal?
for season 1 or episode 1?
So this is going to be for season 1. So when the episodes drop on November 19th, you may get bingo, but you still have through, I think the last episode comes out Christmas Eve, right?
Yep.
Still 24th. Have through the rest of the year to get the bingo. But obviously you want to get bingo first so you can prove how much of a better fan of the Wheel of Time.
But you can't make it too easy. You can't have it's got to be a legit bingo. There's none of this
can't just be like character names.
We see Rand, we see Matt, we see Perrin, we see Egwene.
We see Rand, we see Matt, we see Perrin's underpants. What? That's the old nursery rhyme,
that's
right?
a good one, actually. Which who knows?
Who knows?
So yeah, if you want to have fun with it, do some predictions that haven't been already like guaranteed by the trailer.
Revealed,
yes.
Cool.
Okay, let's get to it. So the way we're going to do this, Jake, you have a list of suggestions, and then our fabulous guests, I'm sure, have lots of ideas as well. So I say we just kind of read off some suggestions and we decide if we think it's worthy, and then we'll decide where it goes.
Yeah. Does anyone currently have one they really want to put on the board?
Me, I do.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, before we go into that, not to cut you off, Jenny, I'm actually really excited to hear your suggestion. But how hard are we making this bingo? Or how easy are we making? Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, are we doing like really rough bingo, or are we doing really easy bingo?
For me personally, when I create my own personal card, it's going to be based, like, obviously, like we talked about, I don't really care to put something that I know is going to happen based on the trailer.
Sure.
But for example, like we see the Oath Rod. How is that going to be used?
Sure.
So I don't know. I can't decide if I'm going to put how I really think it's going to be used or how it would be cool if it were used,
Right.
But I mean, make it as hard as you want. I mean, if you get bingo and share your bingo and the rest of the community can see that it was a weak sauce bingo card, then you'll get shamed.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
You got to balance the difficulty with the ability to get the bingo. If you get a bingo and it's a really tough card, that's some major props to you. That's the ultimate goal, really.
All right, Jenny, hit us with your best shot.
Okay. This one it's a personal thing for me. I want a definitive, like by my definition, braid tug. Because Rafe called what Nynaeve did in the trailer a braid tug, and what she did was awesome. Don't get me wrong, that braid flip was amazing. But it's not a tug. It's not a tug. I want a tug. I want a tug.
I agree. I'm glad you said that, because I've seen a lot of people cover it and say, we get the Nynaeve braid tug. And I was like you said, it was cool what she did. That was a really cool split-second scene, but that was a braid flip. That was not a tug. I need some consternation in her face and just a
tug.
Like a tug.
Definitive, this is a braid tug. It is not accompanied by a flip. It is just a tug.
Yeah.
And that's what I want.
How would you feel, Jenny, if she flips it to the other side and then tugs it with the other hand?
That's
all right. I'd be all right with that.
That's like a +5 combo right there.
I would also be all right if it was more like, because he called that a tug, but she just grabbed it and flipped it. If she pulled it, tugged it, and then like definitively tugged it and then threw it over her shoulder, that would be one thing. But she doesn't do that. She just grabs it and throws it.
Sure.
I think she gives it like a slight pull as she's throwing it.
But that's
it's in the motion of tossing it. It doesn't count.
It's more of a toss than a tug.
Judges
I'm
rule.
100% there.
Yes.
And it's, where do you want a different type of emotion too, because like Jake said, it's got to be consternation. This was like
fury.
This was anger and defiance.
Yeah.
And I love Nynaeve's anger and defiance, but it's not the same thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, where are we putting this? Yeah, what square?
Ooh,
I say let's just throw that in the top left. I say let's make that number one. There. And then once we have that as number one, we can make decisions based off of that being in the top corner.
Okay.
But
yeah.
I mean, he did say that it was important to the team that it be included. So I would like to think that we get a true braid tug.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. I'm very, very hopeful. She's not who she is without it. I mean, she can still do a lot of what she does. I'm not saying that like it would be a shit character or anything like that, but
But
I need some brain tugs. Yeah. Come on.
Really does. She really does. Okay. That was mine.
All right.
Okay. I like it.
Andrew or Daniel, do you guys have one?
Yeah, sure. I'm going to go with Tam appears to die.
Oh.
Okay.
Where would
make
you
it make it a little difficult?
Yeah.
In the same way that the books have it happen, or different, or what are you thinking?
I would say different. Like it actually looks like, at least at the end of an episode to you, that Tam actually dies.
Okay.
Non-book readers would be convinced.
Tam dies cliffhanger. I like that.
Yeah, I like it as a cliffhanger.
Does it have to be at the end of an episode? Because I could see that, like, even in, scene break, a scene break where, like,
that'd be fine. If it actually appears that Tam is actually dead, and you can make a reasonable argument for it, I think it counts.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll try to be more definitive in like future suggestions, a little less subjective.
I think that should not be on the same column or row as Brain Tug, just as book readers, given how early that should happen.
Let's put it to the left of the free
episodes
space.
1 through 3, but anywhere that's not column, row, or diagonal, I'm down with that being in there.
Okay.
So you want this on the free space? I mean, the free space, that's a big decision.
Wasn't everything on the free space?
Yeah.
I thought the free space.
Oh no,
was
just
free.
diagonal. Just diagonal. Yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason in my mind,
yeah,
bingo is done on the diagonal. Even though I know it's not. It's like, maybe it's because I'm always going for that free space.
You just pick 5 on the page and then you win. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Really, we want blackout. We want blackout.
Blackout would be great, yeah.
Oh. Well, blackout is definitely what we're looking for by the end of season 1.
Yeah.
But again,
I think so.
You want to get bingo quick. You want to make it difficult for yourself, but you also want to get bingo like on the 19th. Come on.
I have one to add that is a difficult one, but it's from a theory that I think I don't know if there's evidence for it, but I think it's compelling.
Is that from that Reddit post?
No, not from the Reddit post. It's from what I heard on the stream with the Wheel of Time stream we did with the Black Tower. What was that called?
The Wheel of Time stream we did with the Black Tower.
By we, I mean I was there with Lauren and Takaran Riyadh and
at the Gathering Madness.
The Gathering Madness. Yeah.
I was literally going, the Black Tower's here. Why did you ask them? They're right here.
That's what I was trying to do.
That was the panel on breaking down the trailer.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's this theory that Logain will be trying to head to the Eye of the World to fulfill prophecy of the dragon.
Okay.
So again, not really a lot of evidence for it, but I think that would be a fun one if it did happen.
All right.
Okay.
Logain want eye.
You guys are like, keep this one away from the other suggestions.
No, I think
that's interesting.
That's solid.
Can we make an extra box at the bottom left?
So we know they're going to expand his character. That's pretty apparent. But you think expand like to the point where he's like actively doing the same thing that our heroes are doing, and like an adversary the whole season.
The theory was to make him more of a foil to Rand the whole time, and to make the Eye of the World seem more important than the book admittedly does.
Okay.
So play up the role of the Eye of the World with the Dragon Reborn, like maybe make that something that's a known factor. Ooh. And so Logain, thinking he's the Dragon Reborn, is going to be striving to fulfill that prophecy.
Okay, so this is actually a question that I think is really interesting, and I kind of want to ask. So when you look at the books, they're all named certain things. You have the Eye of the World, you have Path of Daggers, you have the Gathering Storm, you have, the Great Hunt, all of these different names. And so when book readers pick it up, they get, this is the Wheel of Time series, the Eye of the World. The Eye of the World must be important. Do you think that's going to play at all into the TV show, given that presumably they won't have those titles.
Maybe the last episode is titled "The Eye of the World." I don't know. Yeah, they'd have to play into it with the episode titles. And
do episode titles even really matter?
Right? At this point,
it's like fan service more than anything. I think.
Yeah,
that's true.
But let's put this one.
Let's definitely put it on there.
Like right there.
Yeah, we want
it. So
this one,
far right column, but that
far
row.
Right.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
Solid.
So it's not on. It's not on the free space.
I'm going to for sake of presentation of this episode, I'm going to abbreviate these things as much as possible. But maybe I'll just do like the EOT.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
EOTW.
Nice.
Very smart.
Yeah. The official acronym. Nice.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yatwa.
Okay. Dang. Maybe I shouldn't have called these all test square because that does make it a little bit hard to view right now. But I needed to have the right dimensions to fill it in. So there is a reason to this madness. Okay. Do we have more submissions before we go?
Do you want to go, Daniel?
Sure. Let me just really quick double check the things so that I'm not seeing what I'm.
Don't tell them about how Batman comes in and
definitely
Gotham.
not going to do that. Okay, so I do see a couple of things on there that are similar, but I don't see the one that I was going to suggest, so I'm not going to step on any toes. But I know that we see a little bit of this in the trailer, sort of, but I am actually going to say Tam picking up Baby Rand.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Tam actually
Tam and
Rand
need to be in the.
Yeah.
Okay. Both characters, albeit Rand is a baby.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not going to pick up Yosha like off of Dragon. That would be weird.
Yosha they just shrink him down. Really?
Just superimpose his face on a baby.
Yeah. Like a Renesmee kind of thing from Twilight. Yeah.
Wah.
Wah.
Man,
right.
See? I'm the Dragon Reborn. See?
Okay, where do we want this possibly creepy prediction? Should we just kind of continue to keep them separate?
That looks good.
Let's do it. Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, on the diagonal.
On the diagonal.
We have
Tam,
3 now
Rand,
on this diagonal.
Baby. Tam,
that is
Baby,
true.
Rand?
No, we have 2 on that diagonal.
Well, plus the free space.
Oh, fair. Sorry, I was not counting the free space because it wasn't a suggestion, but it is a free space.
I think that's good.
Say Baby R.
Yeah.
Tram. Baby R.
Tram Baby.
Continue as I learn how to type.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that. Cool. Tam,
That's
Baby
good,
R.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Solid.
Some of these suggestions are pretty
Indeed.
So do we want to try to keep this to like things that so this is kind of like a bit of an example. Things that are going to be like easy for non-readers to grab, like not add in like a difference from the books, but just things that happen in the show. Or is it no holds barred because we're all super nerdy fans of the Wheel of Time?
Yeah, that's who we are, right? We're trying to get the super nerdy fans of the Wheel of Time to do these bingo cards. So I think it's
don't try to be what you're not, Andrew. Just lean into it.
All right.
Please, I'm giving suggestions from the Spark Notes up on the other monitor.
Yeah, let's do some of the suggestions.
Yeah, some of these suggestions.
We've grabbed some good sort of top ones from the guests. We should allow the people who submitted to your TED Talk to get in on this bingo card.
Yeah.
Community. Okay, what does the community say?
Okay, we got There's some good ones here.
Give me one.
Okay. Here's a good one. We see Narg speak.
All right, fine, Stephen. All right.
Narg talks. Narg smart.
Actually speaking. And I'm guessing this has to be not just we hear Trolloc speak, but
yes,
either a pretty one-to-one recreation of the scene in Rand's home, or at some point a Trolloc identifies itself as Narg and would be speaking. So
yes.
I assume if they identify
either
themselves,
it has to be the scene or they identify themselves. I like both of those.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Like a Murdral just walks by and goes, "Hey, Narg," and Narg goes, "Hey."
That would be. I would hate the show if that's what happened, but at the same time, I would laugh so hard.
What if they talk to each other like the orcs talk to each other?
What about the legs?
Yeah.
It's like meat's back on the menu, boys.
Yeah. Another one. Oh, here's a good one. Taint still being mentioned, although it seems it's being changed to corruption.
Yeah.
But we still get a mention of
someone says the word taint,
word taint?
Like
in reference to
T.
Sidene. Yeah.
Mm. Okay, I think that's a good one. I'm not such a fan of the word corruption in this, but okay.
Would it include the use of the word tainted?
Yeah, what if they say
I think that would count.
Was tainted?
Okay,
I think that would count.
Yeah.
Then I'm on board. Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like a nod to the book readers.
We all know why it's not called taint.
Yeah. We all know
Black
why.
Tower has absolutely ruined the word taint. So
this is one of those instances where I started reading the books before I was before I learned any of those things, and so they were just so separate. And then, but then after listening to the Black Tower, I was like, man, I've been missing out on all of these great puns for so long. And part of me is a little sad that they're changing the name. I totally get it. I really get it from marketing.
I like the corruption sound. It doesn't sound as cool to me.
It doesn't.
Did you guys catch in the IGN video that Rafe did, the interview he did? He like hesitated before saying the corruption. Like as if he didn't want to say it, or he was just like, oh, I know this is going to be a thing, but I'm going to say it.
Maybe he was like, I've been threatened to not say taint in any official capacity. Please don't let it slip out.
Well, I mean, it is. I will admit that there have been other people who have gotten in trouble for talking about their taints on television. So, like, I can see why he would not want to get bogged down with that. But, at the same time.
Yeah.
But I do miss the fact that we aren't going to see a bunch of Shaitan posting, like new Shaitan posting with taint memes. But it is what it is.
Okay.
Somebody's going to make the edit.
It is what it is.
Yeah, someone will make the edit. All right. I'll do another one from the suggestions before we go back around to you guys.
You ever want, I can randomly generate a row for you to pick one from.
Oh, do that. Yeah, do that.
All right.
We have technology happening.
Love anytime you can get some dice roll going.
All right. So it's going to choose row 15, which on your sheet would actually be row 16, because I'm not counting the header row.
Okay. So there's 4 options there, but the first one says, we will see at least one brown sister with an ink smudge, nose, or sleeve.
Oh, sorry. My brain first went to how to abbreviate that, and it's not good. My brain was like brown smudge.
After we just finished talking about the taint, you see what we've already done,
right?
Yeah,
it's fate, guys.
I would just call it ink smudge, and I like
it. Yep.
Ink smudge. Okay.
Ink smudge. Yeah, no, that's a good one.
What's the likelihood that someone who's not a brown Aes Sedai is going to come in with an ink smudge? Like, let's be honest.
I think that'd be a great way to introduce Varen, honestly.
Yeah.
To like just
I don't think she's going to be in
sister.
season 1, though.
You don't think so?
Well, because they introduced her cast it. Well,
oh, you're right.
Okay, you know what? I just realized I am making it like that actress is Varen. And they haven't announced who she is.
Correct.
But in my mind, she's Varen.
Same. Yeah. In my mind, she had been announced, and I had forgotten when. And so,
but she hasn't
yeah, you're
been.
right. She might be season 2.
Yeah.
Dang.
But we don't know if that's Varen. I just decided that she's Varen, and now it's going to be like she's going to come in and be like, I don't know, somebody else.
I feel like everyone decided, we all collectively decided she was Varen, right? Like, it was pretty immediate, the fandom consensus.
Yeah, which, let's be honest, that means she's Varen. Because
pretty sure that means she's
Varen. Amazon Prime is clearly a democracy, and therefore...
I mean, the same thing happened with the Elaine actress, right? Yeah. She had been leaked forever ago. Everyone was like, this has got to be Elaine. And then she was officially announced as Elaine.
Yeah.
Could you imagine being hired to be an actor for the Wheel of Time TV show? And they're like, cool, what role am I playing? And they're like, Twitter will decide your fate.
Oh, that would be awful. That would be awful.
Dude, could you imagine just how many people would just make a bunch of accounts to just be like, cool, I'm going to make me this person.
Or if you get voted to be Oliver.
I mean, I've got the face for it, but let's be honest.
Okay.
All right. Do you guys want to feel free to jump in with your own suggestions? We can keep.
I have one. I'll do one. I haven't done one yet. I'll say we see the Dark Prophecy.
Oh, okay.
Like from like the great
book 2.
Book 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, so that's cool.
I don't know if we go that far in season 1. From what we've seen in the trailers, but you don't know that the trailers are showing the entirety of the season. It could just be 5 or 6 episodes.
In fact, they almost guaranteed aren't. I swear trailers actually do a relatively good job of showing you at most the first half of the season. Because they do that on purpose. They're like, cool, trailer, here, have this, get excited, but we don't want to tell you any of the endings, so no second half of the season. Fuck you.
And Rafe did say parts of book 2 and 3 will be there, so...
Yeah, the Dark Prophecy, that's kind of a cool idea. Yeah.
That's cool.
No, I like that. I'm guaranteed you're going to have to change the size.
I believe you.
Was that a dark prophecy, Daniel?
Might have been.
I smell it on the winds.
Okay, let's go back to our random community.
I like it.
All right, let me get you a row. It's row 11. So what row 12 would be on the sheet?
Row 12. Okay. Well, this row has Elias in season 1, no Elias in season 1, or Steppen will be a replacement for Elias. So I think we
make up your mind.
Yes.
Oh, it also has the prologue of the Eye of the World will be seen. What do you guys think? Should we do the Steppen one or the prologue one?
Let's do an Elias one. Let's do an Elias one and a prologue one.
Okay, let's say Steppen Steppen equals Elias.
So Steppenwolf, basically just Steppenwolf.
Steppenwolf.
I vote Steppenwolf.
It just seems too good of a play on words to just not do.
It's so good.
Or play on names, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, Steppenwolf.
Would you guys be satisfied with that or disappointed?
It really depends on the execution.
Yeah.
Because there are absolutely ways where I could be satisfied with that and absolutely ways that would make me disappointed. And
the use of the word execution just made me sad.
The reason I'm a little hesitant on it is because of the way I've thought how they could do it. Like, if and New Spring Sport, like if Kareen Nagashi dies and then Steppen becomes a wolf brother as sort of a coping mechanism, I feel like that could make it seem like, Aes Sedai dying, as long as you've got something else going on, you're fine. And I would rather that not, that's what worries me is your Aes Sedai dying as a warder should be seen as traumatic. And if they have shown a way for somebody to survive, like in the first season,
it takes away some of that trauma.
Yeah. What if they mesh him to bridge that? What if they mesh him with Gnome and he kind of goes for a little while.
Crazy, yeah. They could the execution could do it well.
Yeah.
But in my in my way of writing it in my head, I was just like, I don't like it. So that's why I'm a little nervous about it.
I think I did.
No, that's book 3. That's book 3.
Thank
That's
God.
right.
Yeah,
That's book
you're
three.
good.
Yeah.
That's book 3.
I honestly, I think I'd be more on board with the gnome theory because I feel like Elias's role is that of like a mentor, and if Stepan, I mean, it depends again on the execution, but if he just all of a sudden turns to wolves after that, it wouldn't have the same like, here's someone who's lived with it for a while and knows how to handle it and can be a mentor. It would be, hey, Perrin, we're going through this at the same time.
Yeah.
Right?
I think they're more likely to kind of merge Hopper and Elias than they are to merge Elias and Stepan.
Yeah,
it's kind of that mentor, like teaching you figure. Because I mean, Elias, as cool as he is, doesn't get that many scenes.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for an area to like kind of condense characters down, because you can't cast over 2,600.
Yeah, I see the practicality in combining them as characters. I see that as a very practical solution. But anyway,
except that if we get into I see them practically doing this, then we have a lot of characters that get combined, and that gets dangerous real quick because Alana and Varen could absolutely be combined into one character in a very unsatisfying way.
It would be awful. Yeah.
So I have one for you. It'll be a full season 1. You have to wait till the end of the season to verify if you get it. And I'm going to call it No Egg. No Elaine, Galad, or Galwin.
Okay. Yeah.
No Tricons.
No Tricons at all.
We got to do No Egg, though.
I like No Egg. That's nice, yeah.
I have to put an asterisk next to it and like with the abbreviation, no, it doesn't mean Egwene.
That's what I thought you were doing. I was like, no, Egwene at the eye of the world. No.
Very wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go off and go counter to the trailer. She's not actually there. It's a deep state conspiracy.
Yeah, one of those Avengers level misdirects in the trailers. They're just going to CGI her out in the actual show.
I love it. No,
that seems very likely to me.
Yeah,
just the lack of casting. Don't you give me hope?
Don't do that.
I don't think it's likely for season 2, but for season 1.
Oh, I would agree with you on season 2.
I have a thought. I have no idea if this is likely, but okay. Here's a thought for the bingo card. Do you think we're gonna? Well, we just put it. Wheel of Time swear words. Do you think we're gonna get Wheel of Time swear words?
Oh yeah.
That is a great one. I hope so. I'm
pretty sure we will.
I'm totally down for
blood and bloody ashes. Like we'll get bloody. I know we'll get bloody.
Yeah, we'll definitely get bloody. And I'm down with keeping
if we're not including bloody in Wheel of Time swear words, then sure, I can see us not getting flaming. I can see us not getting goat kissing. I can see us, not getting
that's what I mean.
Bloody. There's no chance.
I can see them avoiding light skirt.
Yeah,
I can see them avoiding
definitely
light
get
skirt.
bloody because bloody's a real word swear word, so they can put that in there and it won't sound weird. But do you think we'll get like you like blinded fool or something like that?
Ooh,
I hope so. I
think the answer is yes. I think get the Wheel of Time swear words.
Okay. So where should we put Wheel of Time? Like what curse?
Already in there.
It's in the bottom left of the first space.
I didn't. You were fast.
At this point, I'm
so good at this.
I have decided to make some executive decisions on where the.
I didn't even see you do that. Damn.
I also added in prologue. We didn't discuss that, but this is one. What do you guys think? Like, do you think it will be there, or do you think they just stay away from it because of Winter Dragon and all that?
Yeah, I think they avoid it because of the pilot that shall not be named.
I'm sorry.
I honestly think yes and no, because I don't think it's going to be in season 1, but I definitely think that they'll put it in later. I think that it belongs on this bingo card, but that legitimately I have a strong feeling that they won't touch it season 1. I think that'll be left out, and
because it's just not as important. I guess we want to avoid spoilers for later in the in the series, but it's not as important in the early books.
Well, for multiple reasons, because of Winter Dragon, because of its sort of seeming lack of importance in the first 3 books, because of a number of things. I think that they're going to not do prologue in season 1. I think season 2 or season 3, easy.
Yeah.
But not season 1.
The interesting thing is we know Luz Theron has been cast.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah. Huh. Okay. Anyway, interesting.
My basic prediction of the structure of the show is going to be like the basic plot of the Eye of the World, with parts of episodes being flashbacks to New Spring, and kind of at the end tying together Rand being found at the slopes of Dragon Mount with him realizing he's the Dragon Reborn in the present. With
Rand and with baby Rand and Tam both present as our baby princess.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So I think Tam finding baby Rand,
baby Yosha,
towards like that will be seen towards the end of the season in a flashback around the same time of the audience realizing that Rand is the Dragon Reborn in the present. And I think there's room to fit the prologue in there somewhere too, but I do think they might wait on that and have that kind of be a cold open for season 2. But Luz Theron being cast, I don't know.
Yeah. What if we get it as part of
Flicker? That would be cool.
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
For like cinematic reasons.
Do we want that on the bingo card?
Do you want Flicker on the? Oh, okay. Flicker in season 1.
Put it on for season 1.
Oh, I was just saying for like that's how they're going to show the prologue for Eye of the World, not like to be on the bingo card.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What else should we put on here?
The prologue in there.
Yeah, I'm okay with including the prologue.
Oh, me
but
too.
Not Flicker. I feel like Flicker is going to be not insignificantly later. And again, while we're trying to make the bingo card not super easy, we also don't want to intentionally include things that we think are going to be in season 3 and not season 1.
I have a good prediction from the suggestions.
Let's do it.
I may be pronouncing this wrong, but a scene that passes the Bechdel test.
Bechdel test?
Bechdel, yeah.
Sorry, of course this show is going to pass the Bechdel test.
It better. If it doesn't, it's really going to be missing out like on the importance of it.
I'm pretty sure we see it pass the Bechdel test in the trailer.
And if nothing else,
that's true. Yeah, just like with Egwene and Nynaeve. Yeah.
Well, the IGN interview they did today.
Yeah, the women's circle. Today. Yeah, the women's circle clips. All the Aes Sedai in a room. Like, unless all the Aes Sedai are in that room talking about men, like, are all just being like
they're talking about if they're all talking about the Dragon Reborn.
Yeah.
I think we got it with Egwene and Nynaeve already.
Yeah.
How stoked were you to hear Rafe say that you don't make them the exception to the rule, you make them part of the rule?
Oh yeah, in the thing today that came out.
I didn't see it.
The IGN interview.
Seen the thing today. I haven't seen it.
You have to watch it. It's so cool.
I got a notification that IGN posted something, and I thought it was just for his trailer breakdown again.
No, it's like a 4-minute thing. It's got several different cast members.
It includes part of the cast interview they already have, but it's like one section that's normal. That's basically like a repeat of something Rosamund has already said, but it includes a lot more, and it's really cool.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet.
Well,
I won't spoil anything else for it.
Okay, but yeah.
So is that one too easy? Is it too easy, or are we adding it?
I didn't realize how easy it was, but also I think it's an important part of.
I'm just gonna make people Google what the Bechdel test is, because that's what I had to do.
And someone help me with spelling. How do I spell?
Bechdel.
Andrew, if this makes you feel better, I only know the term from watching Jane the Virgin, so that educated me a few years ago.
Yeah. It is
just also a great show.
It is alarmingly frustrating because the Bechdel test is pretty basic, and it is alarmingly frustrating to watch shows and be like, or watch movies or whatever and be like, nope. Every time the women are together, all they're talking about is men, or like all the women in this movie don't have names. Like it's such a, it's so frustrating to realize how often things don't pass it.
Yeah,
very annoying.
It'd be interesting to see if the inverse test passes.
The inverse test usually does.
But I mean, in the Wheel of Time, like, what if they're always talking about Moraine or Aes Sedai or love interest? That'd be a fun way to invert it. But
invert it. I'm pretty sure it does. I'm pretty sure it does in the Wheel of Time. Yeah. But yes. Anyway, okay. Test. All right. Anything else?
Let me. Here's one from me. So similar to Tam, quote unquote, dies. I'll say Tom is still dead at the end of season 1.
Okay.
We don't know. His fate is still undecided. So he dies in the same way, but he's dead until season 2.
Okay.
Nice.
I like this as a thought. A friend of mine is just reading, she's just finished Eye of the World, and she was like, and when Tom comes back, and I was like, but Tom died, and she's like, no, he's not. No, he's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a friend that because of me talking, so it's a coworker and a friend. Because of me talking about it, he saw that he had 12 credits built up on Audible and got the first 12 audiobooks.
Nice.
And I was just like, yes, another one. And now he's on book 4 already. I'm just like,
how do you build up 12 Audible credits? That is impressive.
I think you have Audible and you ignore it for a year, and then it's finally like, hey,
that's how it works.
12 free Audible books. Come on, man.
I've got 7 credits right now.
What? So, I don't even think I have Audible on my phone.
Okay, Jake, give us another one from the community.
Yeah, Andrew, do you want to do roll the dice?
All right. I would say the phrase, but
I don't know how to pronounce that.
I do, but All right. Row 8, which would be row 9, which includes one suggestion we've already done, so I can re-roll if you want.
The other ones that we haven't used are the Oath Rod being used multiple times, Egwene dreams, or it says we see Mashadar in a corporal form, but I think they mean Ordith.
Mortis?
So do you want to see maybe dreams from Egwene?
Okay.
Do you think we'll see any of her dreams in season 1?
Okay.
I think if we do, we may not realize. It's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
I think what they're gonna do is show all of them having creepy dreams, and then they're gonna, because that's how this is my tinfoil hat. All of them are having creepy dreams, and then because that's why you think Egwene's in the mix, and then later on it's no, she's having creepy dreams because she's a creepy dreamer. That's her. Yeah. That's her thing.
That's what I want to be written on my tombstone. Creepy dreamer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old house, a creepy dreamer.
Creamy dreamer.
I did say that, but I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I had a tinfoil hat theory that has been severely proven wrong, that when we saw her come out of the pool with the colors on her, I was like, oh, that could be a dream of her, like foretelling of her being something later on in the series. No spoilers past book 3.
Also, just FYI, I was in the bathroom for a moment while you guys were talking about this, but I feel severely called out because there have been multiple times where I've had 12 credits on my Audible account, and I just want to throw that out there. It's actually really easy to do when you only listen to one book series.
As soon as I get another credit, maybe I read more than just Wheel of Time, but as soon as I get another credit, I'm using that thing up.
Right?
So we got 9 left.
9 left. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
let's do this.
Roll again.
I also love how we have Tom dead in capital letters. Tom's not just dead. Tom is
dead.
All right, so
you might have missed that, Daniel, but it means at the end of the season he's still dead.
And he's still dead. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Row 7.
Row 7. Matt fully healed from the dagger. Or we first meet Min and Shinar. Sorry.
Let's
the never-ending battle of pronunciation in the Wheel of Time.
Yeah.
Moghedien. Moghedien.
I like Min and Shinar more than I like Matt fully healed from the dagger.
Yeah. Same. That was that was on in one of those columns is mine, and I put Min and Faldara in mine. I didn't realize it was already on there. Okay.
Yeah, so you think that's where we're gonna first meet her?
I do, yeah. I don't think Matt's going to be healed. This is a hard one. Ooh, that makes that real hard. Okay.
So, I really believe the scene where you see Matt turn around and like point the dagger all like, I'm fucking tweaked, bro, way.
Yeah.
I think that's the same scene that like you see Min. I think it's Min that drop the dagger from her sleeve.
Oh, you think that's Min? Okay.
Yeah. And I think it's Min that drops the dagger at the crazy guy that's walking around fingering a dagger.
Ooh, I like it.
I thought that my theory on that person was that it was Millie Skane, but yeah.
Fair enough.
That's interesting.
I think the opposing theories to that are, since they're going to Tar-Valon, that they might heal him there.
Okay. Yeah.
And that Min might be there in Tar-Valon. But
which would also make sense. Okay.
I don't see Matt.
It removes the purpose of the whole hunt in the Great Hunt. Unless they focus purely on the Horn of the Valyr.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Great Hunt is actually about the Horn of Valyr. Rand doesn't give a shit because he's like, nah, fuck that. I'm only here for Matt. But
language.
Everybody else. Oh, I'm so sorry. But Rand is, but everybody else is definitely like, we only care about the Horn, buddy.
Yeah.
I could kind of see them consolidating that, but I don't think it's as likely. And in my opinion, Min, although no, that was from a leak from Reddit. I don't know. Her being in Tar-Valon or Faldara is kind of 50-50 for me.
Yeah. I heard that Matt Reddit leaked was proved to be fake. Was that like,
was it?
It was, I heard that like when the trailer came out, it was like, oh, very clear. I don't know, because I actually never read the leak from Reddit because I was like, I don't want to read somebody's. Yeah. Same. But then I heard it was all just proven to be a lie.
I need to find
that person, even if they were being honest and serious. Forget that person.
Yeah.
Rude.
Well, with Matt being recast, they may use his healing from the dagger as that change moment going into season 2.
Yeah.
Would you guys like that? I feel like that would be too cheesy.
Like it is a strong word.
I guess there's no real recourse.
It as a necessary thing if they went and did that, given that we already know that he's been recast, but it would not be something that made me feel good.
Yeah.
It would just be something that I was like, okay.
That's
fine.
Yeah. I kind of hope they don't really address it. Yeah.
The feel good comes, after he's healed in Tar-Valon and, teaches some warders in training a few lessons about the quarterstaff.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. What else we got?
We got Uno swearing. That's kind of a fun one. We already kind of mentioned swears though.
Swears, yeah.
This one says Logain being gentled in season.
Well, like we see that
on screen.
I think we're going to see it. Yeah, I think I like that.
We're going to see him gentled on screen until at least season 2. But I'm down to put it on the bingo card because I could absolutely be wrong.
Yeah. This again, although some of the new stuff has not disproven, but made me less certain of this. But again, my tinfoil hat theory was that they were gonna play it up like Logain's the dude, and then everybody's fighting him, and it's super, super scary. And he this is why everybody's so scared of male channelers. And then at the end of the season, it'll be revealed that it's actually not Logain, and the way it's revealed is that he's gentled. But then it's revealed that it's Rand. And it's going to be like a sort of a gut
punch. It's Rand?
Yeah. But that would be like a gut punch because you spent the whole season being scared of Logain because he was the guy. And then it turns out to be this
a little sad teddy bear at the end.
Then he turns into you have to be scared of the sweet boy that you like. Like, oh, no, it wasn't that scary guy. It's this guy I really like. And now he's the scary guy. Like that's, I think, would be a cool way to twist it.
I actually
some of the stuff. Yeah,
totally agree with that.
Building up Logain has such potential to make Rand's plotline so much cooler.
Yeah, like really the contrast between them would be very cool. So,
yes, for many reasons here at the Black Tower, we are huge fans of the Logain expansion.
Expansion's a great way to put it.
Many reasons that we can't even get into at all, but
we really can't. Logain DLC.
Yes.
Coming to you soon from EA.
No, please don't compare us to that horrible company EA.
This one says Tam fighting in the Aiel War, like, which kind of goes in line with Tam finding the baby, but I guess this would be actually seeing him in people have hypothesized that he's in the trailer, but
yeah.
He's the
I
dude
like
with the
that.
cape.
Yeah.
My whole theory on this got absolutely wrecked whenever I was reminded of the timeline.
Yeah.
Because Tam has already been a Blade Master for 12 years at the time of the Aiel War. So I would imagine that is his hair and mark blade. So I don't think it's the guy in the trailer, but I think...
But he might still be there.
He could still be in the Blood Snows.
Yeah. Well, More Shoddy pointed out that in the Illianer military, second captains only have 3 rings on their sleeves, where the first captain has 4. So the Illianer soldier with the Viking style kind of sword looks like they're actually one of the first captains. But having Tam already be a Blade Master and we see him in Blood Snow could lead credence to how he survives the Aiel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I could see them adjusting and condensing some of that timeline stuff for the sake of the book. But I also think it would be, we don't know how that fight ends. It'd be cool if Tam wasn't like totally dominated.
I had such like a theory. I fell in love with it as soon as I thought of it. And then it was like immediately like, yeah, that's cool. But
timing doesn't go with you at all. Yeah.
So what characters or things have we not touched on? How about like
Balzamon.
a loyal? Okay.
Balzamon.
I like Balzamon because we did see what might have been Balzamon in the 360 version of the trailer.
Yeah. So like even just putting Balzamon on here, I think is a...
Well, interestingly, I feel like we haven't touched on a lot of stuff because we have, or character-wise, because we haven't done anything with Moraine specifically. We haven't done anything with Loyal specifically. We've done nothing with Perrin specifically. We've done nothing with Lan specifically. Like, again, a number of these things could have one of them involved, but we've done nothing specifically with like a number of main characters.
Yeah, I have one for Perrin actually.
Oh,
okay.
Perrin with his axe, like with his big badass axe. There's a scene in the trailer where he might be swinging an axe, but you can't see the weapon off screen. It's literally just the motion that he's making, which makes me think it might be an axe. But you can't see the axe, so I don't know.
Yeah, he's probably just chopping down a tree.
Well, no, it's definitely swinging it at a Trolloc. Like it's like 6 frames. Like if you go through, it's really short.
I was just like messing with you.
Not surprised I missed it because I missed the Tom frames in the trailer until somebody pointed it out.
Like you have to be being a super nerd and like frame.
Yeah, the trailers are so fast.
Does that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I did it when we did a breakdown.
For it.
But
yeah. Did you guys see that Unraveling the Pattern video where Lauren like recreated the Wine Spring Inn, like camera angles and people moving? I was blown away by it. I'm like, man, that must have been so painstaking to go through all that.
It is incredible.
I'm going to start with the idea that, I obviously mean it as a joke, Lauren, but the Lauren's like a sleeper agent from the production team, just trying to help nudge us in the right way.
Yeah.
He's actually just one of the editors on the show, and he just is like, so maybe talk about this a little.
Did you get Perrin's axe, Stephen?
I did not. Let me add that right now. Okay, that leaves us with 3 additional.
Right.
Okay.
Anything about Loyal?
From the suggestions for Loyal, we get his first appearance being scary, a la books, or him mentioning his mother, or saying hasty.
I like Loyal says hasty.
I like Loyal says hasty. Loyal says hasty is great.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Does that set him up in the show to be too similar to Ents? Like, would they avoid that because they don't want him to be too similar to Ents?
No,
I mean,
hope not.
they need that. Ogier are alien
#deal
elf
with
Ents.
it takes a long time to say anything in Ogier.
Yeah.
Oh.
Especially
another one.
the phrase "putting a long handle on your ass." That's the
Yes.
longest phrase in Ogier.
Another suggestion says that we see Sean Chan in season 1.
Okay.
That's a
I think
lot
they're
of
gonna
production money.
not put Sean Chan in season 1.
Yeah.
So
I could
again,
see it. I could see it as like a kind of like a post-credit type scene of just a couple soldiers. But yeah, like you're saying, that's a lot of money to show.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, to make realistic looking insectile armor, I think that's gonna like hinge on the popularity of season 1 a little bit.
Well, they've already started filming season 2, and they need to be in season 2.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say. Like, but they've already started doing it, so they might have gone off of like using some of the hype from the teasers and how the community's like freaking gone insane over everything to be like, yeah, we told you it's going to be dope. So give us our insect armor.
Well, and I was going to say, I actually really like the idea of it being like a credit stinger a la Marvel, and that they can actually just at the end of the season decide whether they're going to put that in or not.
Yeah, that seems pretty easy to do.
True.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's a
Could you
really
imagine?
easy edit where like fucking I'm so sorry. Where Turok like is standing on the shore or whatever, and he's like got a few soldiers behind him and he goes, "We have returned," or something like that, where it's just like fans go, you know, just crazy for this like, you know, minor credit scene.
It's
and
what Marvel always
just, like,
does.
looking at us being like, what are you doing?
So is it worthy? Is it worthy of the bingo sheet, or should we go
I
with?
would say no. I think that's a little bit of a stretch.
I was thinking post credits.
We put a few stretches on here,
Yeah,
but like that was a long shot.
I was thinking post credits. You see Sean Chan, like really quick smash cuts of Sean Chan soldiers running through the streets of Falma, and then just an end smash cut. And you just see the dragon banner rise up and then like.
Okay, so what you're saying is, Andrew, you're actually angling for a job in the editor's room at Amazon because that sounds awesome.
I'll just spout ideas. That's about it.
What about
I think 2 squares?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I just counting squares.
2 squares.
A well-turned calf. Any chance of that in season 1?
I mean, we already know who's playing a number of these characters. They all have.
We've already seen their calves. Yeah.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
Are you talking about a mention of a well-turned calf? Because sure, I'm down with that. But like, we all know that all of these people have well-turned calves.
Yeah, I got one in that vein. Because are we going to see like butts? Like, are we going to see nudity in the first season?
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Okay,
that is a question.
That would to me was a given in the beginning of production, and then during the Q&A when Rafe said you could watch it with teenagers, and the fact that it's like TV 14 on Amazon, it made me really confused. Like, I feel like watching it with teenagers is a very wide like range.
It's a very wide, and we know like Daniel Henney has said he had a naked hot tub scene or something. So are we going to get land?
What is this, The Witcher?
Right, we're gonna get Lance buns cross the hot bath sword form.
Oof.
Oh yeah. We are all here for that.
All the people who were hoping for a lane in a bath with Daniel Henney in a bath. You know, it's basically the same thing.
Right.
Let's just imagine all the people soaking in a hot bath.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Okay, one more. Does anyone have one?
The very best one.
I think it would be a nice homage to make the last one of your community suggestions.
Yes.
All right.
I agree.
Let's roll the dice.
All right. I'm going to click it 4 times. All right. Row 14, which would be row 15.
Okay. Dang, that one, everything from that one has already been taken other than Moody Looks from Matt. Moody Looks from Matt. and then flashback of Swan and Moraine, which I think this was submitted before the latest trailer. So
Okay.
So actually, I think that I'm gonna ask. A lot of this stuff is actually pretty happy in so many ways. I mean, like, again, there are some like borderline stuff on here. Like, the presence of Balsamon and Narg speaking, which involves Trollocs, therefore. But I like this line here that says we see Trollocs eat people, we see a drag car sing, kind of thing. And I'm leaning towards the drag car. I like the idea of,
because we've already seen the Trollocs.
We get a drag car in season 1.
Okay, yeah, let's do drag car. Yeah,
just the appearance.
Well, it does see a drag car sing, and I like that, of like not just see a drag car in the sky, but it actually do something. And I would not necessarily like sing. I don't know if that's the way that they're going to do it in the show. They could do it a little differently, but like a drag car does something.
Yeah,
drag car activity.
Drag car attack.
So yeah, just
drag car. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I think that was all of them, right?
Yeah, I think
that is
all the squares.
The squares. We cannot spare any more
Hollywood squares.
Can't spare square. All right.
Indeed.
Nice.
Well, guys, thanks so much for hanging with us today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. You guys
are there so what bingo do you think is most attainable looking at the board that we have here?
I think braid tug down diagonal. That's my pick. But like I said, I only go diagonals in bingo. So
oh yeah, I think so too. I'm looking at that. Oh gosh. Some of these are really hard. Yeah.
Tam Baby Rand could be, there's no guarantee we actually see that.
Correct.
That one and Baselman. Although I feel like Baselman is almost guaranteed. It's hard.
Yeah.
Especially seeing his face on the 360 trailer.
No, honestly, the bottom row also seems relatively likely with Ink Smudge, Drag Car, Narg Speaks, No Egg, and Paranax.
So you think Narg Speaks is likely? Because I'm not sure about that one. That one, I'm not sure.
Well, you're right. And as I said, I mean, like the Ink Smudge and the Narg Speaks are both less likely, but I think there's a pretty solid likelihood of the other 3. And then it's not outside the realm of possibility. It's a little stretch, but it's definitely not outside the realm of possibility for a Brown sister and Narg to show up.
I think the second most likely is going to be Tam at Bloodsnow down diagonally to the left to Ink Smudge.
Okay.
So I think the diagonals are probably the 2 most likely.
Okay.
I'm in for that.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see how we do.
Yes.
And if you guys on the call, if you guys are like, yeah, this bingo card stinks, I want to make my own, definitely go for it. we will not.
Even if you're not like, this one stinks, if you're still like, I want to make my own, do it.
Yeah. Take some of these, add your own, whatever you want to do. And then the idea would be to just share them out with the community, get people excited and get people playing along.
Yeah. Indeed.
I like it.
All right. Thanks so much, everyone. Again, we have Andrew and Daniel from the Black Tower and Jenny from Lezbinerdy. Thank you guys. Definitely check out their channels as well. I remember, when we were just starting, we came on the Black Tower for, I think it was an episode about a bunch of different books, like what are our influences and what are like your top fantasy books. This was like 2 years ago. A long time ago.
I remember that.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
How time has flown. That was when they were first starting production for the show. And
Right.
the show's finally here. Yeah.
Oh man,
we've been chasing so that high ever since.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, thank you guys so much for having us. Thank you guys so much for doing this.
This is fun. Thank you.